Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be talking about people that have an Aries sun and Aquarius moon in their natal chart. I'm going to elaborate and expound on that. What I'm saying is, people that have this combination in their chart, that have an Aries sun and an Aquarius moon, as far as the sun-moon combination goes. Now, the basic character, which is the sun in Aries in this case, it's the conscious side, could be very assertive, aggressive, courageous, abrasive, even combative, but outspoken and direct and impulsive. Now, the unconscious side, which in this case is the moon in Aquarius, may be more altruistic, selfless, considerate, unorthodox, ingenious, and unobtrusive. Now, the thing about this is, even though the basic character being the sun, Aries in this case, can be very direct and outspoken, the unconscious side, having the moon in Aquarius, can be maybe a little more considerate, how they respond to others. Remember that the sun is about our actions, the moon is connected with our reactions. That's where this another disparity between the sun and the moon. This combination can be very, let's say, very independent, freedom-oriented. The basic character of the sun in Aries, the fundamental demeanor, can be very self-reliant, independent. You have an Aquarius moon, on a conscious side, and what the person may need is connected with freedom and independence, and could be certain detachment as well. The thing about this is to now the way this combination may manifest. It could be about bringing that leadership prowess, which is Aries. It could be into something Aquarius related, um, humanitarianism, computers. It could be doing something group related. It could be astrology, something connected with the environment, meteorology, aviation, electronics as some examples. And the thing about it is, the sun in astrology is connected with what we want, our basic wants. And, Aries wants to be first. Then the moon, being an Aquarius, needs to have friends, could be groups, clubs, organizations. And Aries wants to be maybe that person, that first one to initiate these things. It could be starting a group. It could be the number one person in their friendships. The person that they may want to feel is number one to everybody, their best friend. In that one that can be that best friend in that group, in that circle of friends that the person has. And also too, this position, I would say, could be very auspicious for really being a human rights advocate. It's really fighting. Aries is about fighting and battling, and in this case, with the Aquarius moon, for human rights, being that human rights advocate. And the true self, which is in this case the sun, being an Aries, it's not readily discouraged. And then having, the Aquarius moon is about being progressive and futuristic. This person, can, be very persistent, going after one's future, and not being discouraged if there are some setbacks along the way. This combination is one which is really, I would say, it's very forward moving. Aquarius moon is progressive, it's futuristic, it's about future, being future oriented. And the Aries sun is really, is about, not looking behind. It can be about forgiving and forgetting, not lamenting over the past. It is forward moving in a way. Aquarius is more known to be forward moving, but Aries can do the same thing, because Aries is not the type to ruminate or lament over past wrongs, or things that somebody may have done to him or her. It's about forgiving, forgetting, and going onward with things. Aries will, you know It can be an Aries sun, the basic character can be impatient, may do something for a little bit and get tired of it and then go on to the next thing. So in their own way, they could be forward moving as well. And this combination naturally can be more auspicious and harmonious if it's in a sextile aspect, 60-degree aspect. I use 10-degree orb for that aspect. Now let's say, if the Aries sun in Aries is at 17 degrees and the Aquarius moon is at 13 degrees, that would form a sextile aspect, and that could be more harmonious. The thing about this though too is when you look at this as far as this the combination goes, is again one that could be very independent, freedom oriented. I'd say too, one that could be very innovative and pioneering. The Aries sun, the basic character, can be pioneering. Aquarius moon may have a need for innovation, for creating new things. And again, going back to the sun being connected with one's actions and the Aquarius moon being associated with reactions, responses of a person. The Aries sun could be one that could act very quickly, spontaneously, impulsively. The Aquarius moon may react at times unpredictably and spontaneously. It's more, the reactions of an Aquarius moon might not always be, overly predictable, but they are. This is very good. Having the sun and the moon, being in sextile, even by sign, is favorable. You have two signs that can work very well together. Again, the pioneering Aries along with the Aquarius moon, which might have a need for ingenuity and innovation, the creation of new things. And as well, this person could be having an Aries sun. Again, the basic personality of the person might be impatient, impulsive, and the person might be a little bit impatient and impulsive in matters that are group related, that are connected with Aquarius related things, whether it could be humanitarianism or whatever, anything that could be connected with Aquarius, friendships, group related matters. It could be joining a group. Now, this energy could be modified naturally if somebody has an ascendant that's completely different. This is a very extroverted, it's a very outgoing combination. Aquarius moon might have that unconscious need to be that universal friend. The Aries sun can move very quickly and be very outgoing, in terms getting to know people, I would say. But let's say if somebody has like a more introverted ascendant, like Scorpio or Cancer or Pisces, even Taurus as some examples, this could modify this energy to some degree, and this person may be less outgoing and extroverted than otherwise indicated. Or if there's other elements in the chart which would be contraindicators, like say having a preponderance of planets below the horizon can be another example. The sun in the 12th house, or it could be just things of that nature. But anyway, people, that will conclude this YouTube astrological segment. Until next time, Edwin Learnard saying, stay well.